listeners, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the borough pride.
Hello, if you're listening with your ears, hello. I'm starting that off all wrong, haven't I, Mala? You know.
You have usually, right, you go, all right, everyone on podcast land, it's me, TED Hanky.
Yeah.
Believe. Don't you do that?
I'll try again.
Hello and welcome to Ted Hanky's podcast episode 106. It's proper class and that.
Was that better?
That's basically what you usually do, yeah?
Yeah, it was good, that one, yeah. Welcome anyway. It's obviously a great day for you because you're listening to the podcast, but it's also a sad day in the world with what's going on in the Ukraines. So if we've got any Ukrainian listeners out there, because we do have a couple of offshorers who are around that area, look after yourselves, keep safe. And if you need to, batter a Russian.
And if we have any Russian lads or lasses listening, behave yourselves.
Yeah,
you know
I don't think it's really their fault. It's that one, you know, the little potato man head with the little eyes. What's he called? Plutons.
Bernard Manning.
No, he's the turkey man. Putin. That's him, Putin. He's got seen his tiny little eyes. He's got the eyes of a cockerel.
Well,
a mad cockerel.
I have that affliction as well. So you know what I mean? I can't talk.
But you wouldn't go mad, would you, if you didn't get your own way like he has? Anyway, we don't want to dwell too much on what's going on, but we do send our lovely, heartfelt love and warmest regards to you out there. Look after yourselves and just you know what I mean, just don't get involved in out mad. Fair enough. You know what I mean? So, do you know what? No, right. We're doing all these sanctions to Russia now. I'm going to touch on this, and that's going to be it done, right?
You're not allowed to touch stuff, remember?
Just a few Russian ladies. No. They're giving all these sanctions, right? And I thought, you know, what's the worst thing that can hit them? You know, all these ostrich garks, whoever they are, with loads of money and that, you know what I mean? But the biggest one that's really fucking them over is they've barred them from Eurovision. And they're going mad about it. That'll shoot him. Kick him out of Eurovision.
Well, everyone knows, man, don't mess with Eurovision.
Well,
do you know what I mean? That's like the number one. If you're up there in Eurovision, you're up there in the world, aren't you?
I say, let them take part in it, right, and watch how nobody gives them any points this time. They can be Great Britain for once. They can be the United Kingdom for once, getting nil points.
We'd still get no points though, even.
We'd still finish below no more in Eurovision because, you know, they still do better songs than the shite we churn out for it.
Well, this is their own fault, right? Because, right, we are Teesside, we are proud, right? Yeah. They could have had any number of people from Teesside who would have done it and we would have been class. Journey South, Mint, do you know what I mean? Them lads would have knocked it out the park.
Yeah.
Your man James Arthur.
Yeah.
He'd have done it, wouldn't he? But he'd have had too many syllables. When is it?
Yeah, too many.
Like that. Well, but he'd have knocked it out the park because they love that. Chris Rea could have done it as well, couldn't he?
Maybe, but he just does the same song everywhere he goes.
What about Paul Rogers, who was from Free? He was class, and he was from Redcar, wasn't he? He was a Redcar lad. So he could have done it. You're
missing one very important musician who could have done it. Me!
Oh, well, I
Do you know what I mean? I reached out to James Arthur. I reached out to Neil Granger.
But that was in the pub when that was where the bouncer give you the slap.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be reaching out and touching people.
Come on, let's do a Eurovision song. You know what I mean? We can do our version of Riley McGree.
That's not going to take off. It's going
to catch on if they don't start singing that in the terraces of the borough. I'm going to go mad. It's better than that.
Ted, right? It's you know that everyone else, this is a Saturday for you lads, but it's a Tuesday for us, isn't it?
Oh.
And who we got tonight?
I've got that last coming round, you know, the one who really spends a lot of time on the shaft, and then he's...
Who's a man?
Are you one of the borough match?
Of course I am.
The borough match.
Right, and here, do you want to do your pre-record that we do for every borough match?
Right, okay.
Are you ready?
Get in the
the Borough, you've just stuffed the Tottenham Hotspurs. Get in through the next round of the Cup of the Borough.
That was absolutely class. What a result for the Borough. But there was no need for like chopping in half Harry Kane like that because he's out for the season, isn't he? You know what I mean? That was bad form, McNair.
Yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Should be ashamed, McNair. Next one. Oh, extra time. And then go back to that first one we said if we won. Oh, and this can count for the next one. I can't believe we lost that against shitty Tottenham.
I know. And I cannot believe Paddy McNair did that again, even though he did it the first time.
And I can't believe they let Harry Kane do a press conference.
But that class was clumsy. He saved 12 penalties.
Oh,
Mint, wasn't he?
fucking hell, you
Joe Clumsy, he was class.
Oh, Pokemon in goal. God. But yeah, it's a big game for Middlesbrough. Hopefully you listen to this podcast and we've won. Or if we have lost, just carry on listening to the podcast and just forget about that.
Yeah, right. If we've won 2-1, right, and you put a bet on 2-1, me and Ted won some money.
Yeah.
Because we're saying 2-1.
We're saying 2-1. We're sending it out to the universe to land in your mind to put that bet on. So if you did it, that's because we put it in the podcast.
Will I?
Yeah.
And
but if it's only like a couple of quid you put on, we're not asked. But if we put loads on, then we want some.
I've asked every lad in Ormsby, right, to be out smoking like double strength binds.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Polluting the atmosphere. So when the Tottenham players are running on the pitch, they go like, what's that?
Yeah.
Proper strong, because our lads will take it, you know what I mean? Because we are Teesside, we are proud. Our lads are used to it. But they're not. So everyone, get your super strength out.
Yeah.
Start binding away and create a smoggy atmosphere.
Yeah.
Class.
I've asked a load of lads in the South Stand to run on the pitch and batter the goalkeeper.
Well, no, they're big lads.
That happened, though. I haven't really.
all them big lads without the tops on all the time.
Yeah, we've seen them. If you're listening to the podcast and you're one of them, what's the word, fat knackers who had your top off swinging it round and your big boobs jumping about the other week at the West Brom game, well done for, bracing that cold weather and for also having so many prison tattoos on such a wide canvas of flab.
I must say, right, to our lass, you should have put your top back on though, because we were discussing.
No, broad back.
Do you know what I mean?
Freaking
Broad back.
hell.
Those people behind her about 6 rows couldn't see.
Chris Wilder did his whole fucking tactical display on her back. Anyway, we're going to start the podcast properly, and what I like to do, Marla, is I always like to have a little look at Teesside Lies. You know me, it's my favourite news publication online and in your face. The first news story they're on about, it really sort of got me thinking about I cherish this day every year for different reasons, but it is, book day. And this is on Thursday, the 3rd of March, and that's where I go on my BMX and just go and book all the fat mums around Thornaby and neighbouring towns and that. But I didn't realise that World Book Day was something else. I thought it was just the day that I did the scuttles, but it's actually the day where all the scruffy mums send the kids to school in fancy dress.
Yeah, they all go dressed as Spider-Man or something because that's the costumes they have.
But Teesside Live have done a little news story. And they've put, if you're starting to stress as the big day approaches this Thursday, fear not, as the kindly mums and dads of the internet have come up with some last minute ideas for brilliant book characters. And I want to run through some of them now, man, what they've put on there and see what you think. Right, so the first one, right, is Bruce Bogtrotter.
Who's he?
I don't know, but it says, get some chocolate cake, smear it all over their face and front, give them a slice to hold. If you can trust them not to eat it, you're going to send your kid to school covered in fucking chocolate cake.
Yeah, right, I'm telling you can black your kid up, right? There was going to be problems doing that, right? Yeah,
unless you're sending them in as Bing. Hello, Pando.
It's a bit racist, that, isn't it? You can't just do that.
Right, I'm going to go through, there's loads of them. George's Marvellous Medicine, right? This is how much the mums and dads have put effort into all of these costumes.
Is the Marvellous Medicine, is that, what they give the smackheads?
Fucking
Methadone, yeah. Methadone.
George's Marvellous Medicine, they've just put here, normal clothes, sting some empty bottles, lotions, potions around their neck.
Really?
But George's marvellous medicine. Imagine sending your kid in like that. I'd be like a fucking walking bottle bank.
You'd be class, like, you can imagine doing it, right? And there's like mums coming here from Thornaby, and there's going to be all the like medicines around the neck, and it'd be like, yeah, that's chlamydia medicine. That's
fucking tube of Caniston around the neck.
That's vag cream.
Oh, right, the BFG, okay. Or rather, Sophie's PJs, glasses, real or cardboard, and an empty jar labelled dreams. Again, that's cheap. You've got the Polar Express, PJs and a dressing gown sorted, the internet says. Isn't that the mum's going to pick the bairns up?
Well, and then they're easy access for World Book Day when they get home, and take the dressing gown off, get in.
Well, you've got room on a broom, witch's hat and a purple dress, or full-on witch costume left over from Halloween.
No,
Would also double up as the worst witch too.
When I said Broadback's kid dressed as a witch that time, he was scarred for life.
Freak, honestly, Teesside Lies is the most laziest journalism I've ever seen. Right, really, Charlie Bucket, blue jumper, grey school trousers and a bar of chocolate. And there it goes. And if you're feeling crafty, you could make a golden ticket.
Yeah, and you can take a tramp off the street with you, and he could be Charlie's granddad, couldn't he?
Yeah, just go and take your granddad in.
Yeah, and then they could all go and do some old people swinging like they do in that movie, you know, where there's like Mama and Papa Granddad at one side of the bed and the others. Yeah. I reckon there was loads of old people booking going on, you know what I mean?
Swapping the grandparents around. Bucket banging.
How class is that, right? You're getting to that time of life and you're like, well, we've got now to live for. Everyone just get in one bed and we'll just swap slices all the time. So there's just loads of granny banging going on.
Matilda, blue dress with a red ribbon in her hair and carrying a few books. Again, lazy. Harry and his bucket full of dinosaurs. Never heard of this one, but I'm guessing all you need is normal clothes and a plastic bucket full of dinosaur toys.
Well,
101 Dalmatians. Warning, this involves a small element of artistic effort, so I'm giving you the warning there. White t-shirt and a black man at the draw spots on. It seriously says, honestly, warning, this involves a small element of artistic effort, white t-shirt and a black marker to draw spots on. If you want to push the boat out, you could do a bit of face painting too. Not with a black marker. Poor kids.
Again, stop trying to racialise everything. That's what they're trying to do, Teesside Lies, aren't you?
Tintin.
This requires ginger hair dye.
Yeah. Blue jumper, trousers, hair gel, ginger quiff. If you have a white toy dog, all the better. Freaking hell. Angelina Ballerina, we don't even know who these are, do we? You know what I mean? If you don't have a dancing outfit, then beg, borrow or steal one, it says.
Right, I'm telling you now, I would Broadback's kids, right? I do it like he's going to do next year. He's going to go as your Mum McLean from Die Hard. White vest on, give him a little bit of tomato sauce on his head so he's like being a cut, yeah? Right? And then keep him up the whole night before so he's furious.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Then
send
walk
him in.
across glass barefoot.
Well, and then send him into school. John McLean, class, because it is a book, because I've read it.
These next two, I'm a bit worried about the outcome. So Oliver Twist, right? Brown clothes, bit of dirt on the face and a ball to carry, or a boy for sale sign. You can't have him walking around the fucking streets of Middlesbrough with that on. Someone will do it.
Well, what for that one?
This one I am a bit worried about. Like, I don't think they should be offering this advice, although there's nothing wrong with it. I just think they should be given a more descriptive advice than this one. The David Walliams book, The Boy in the Dress, right? And it just says, put him in his sister's dress.
What if he doesn't have a sister?
Put him in his mum's.
Well, yeah. And anyway, Teesside Lies, everybody's allowed to do what they want, so you can't say a dress is just for girls, because it might. But if it's his brother's dresser, I've had you there. I'm going to wait outside that place in Borough where they make them, you know, on the riverside, like industrial estate there, and I'm going to get someone in headlocks.
Oh, and Mallow, the last one on the list is Peter Pan. Green leggings and a green t-shirt.
Green teeth.
With the bottom cut jagged. What are you going to do to a child's bottom? You can't do that. You can't send him in with his arse cut.
Well, I think you know what I mean. You should think about more outside the box, right? If you're a bit of a mean kid, right, go as Bill Sykes. Do you know what I mean? Have a little dog called Bullseye and just go in and batter kids.
That's a good idea.
See? Well, you've got to think outside the box. What about going as a hunt for Red October? Very personal now that, Russia are kicking off and that.
Send them in as send your kids in as James Bond.
Well, all you need is a turtleneck.
Yeah, and you look smart as well.
Well, aye.
Different types of James Bond. Roger Moore with a turtleneck, Connery in a tux,
And a bottle of scotch.
Timothy Dalton carrying a sheep. You know that type of thing?
Well, aye. And
I was going to say, Mala, before you get in there, I do like to read the comments at the bottom of the news stories, and there's one comment, and it just says, anonymous, shite these mind.
yeah, right. Think about a bit outside the box. Teesside Lies, you'll have this on for next year. James and the Giant Peach. All that's required is a watermelon and some paint.
Yeah, or if your lass has got a massive ass, send her in with him. Yeah, so I've got one more story on Teesside Lies before we crack on, and it's just called Dustbin Dave lands a brand deal after his hobby was revealed, right? Dustbin Dave, real name Dave Clark, shot to prominence last week after his wacky hobby was revealed, right? And it turns out Dustbin Dave just photographs dustbins. He's got a fucking sponsorship deal out of it, and it's made the news. I'm not happy about that, Mala, because you used to go around just like taking pictures of meat in the supermarkets, didn't you?
Yeah, but
Meat Man Mala, you were known as.
Yeah, but that was because I used to have some notorious activity, and I used to go around and go, "Hey, which one do you want?" And then I used to go back and pick it up. Do you know what I mean? But listen, right? Yeah, I've been bin dipping for years. I was all about bins for years. You can't even be nicking that. What's he got sponsorship because he takes pictures of bins?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've been in more bins than him.
Shite Dustbin Dave, honestly, you know what I mean?
Dustbin Dave.
He's not even from Teesside, and he's getting in Teesside Live.
Where's he from?
He's from down south somewhere.
Well, I am not having that.
You know what I mean? Fucking Dustbin Dave.
Yeah, is there now been going on Teesside that badly that we've got to think of things from other places?
Honestly, well, there has, mate, but it's all about nonsense and
drugs and
yeah, and it's all about like people being set on fire and stuff like that. You know, usual news stories
just
on Teesside.
Normal stuff.
So I picked the two light-hearted ones about dressing your kid up, covering him shit, and Dustbin Dave.
Well, actually, what you said there was man illegally takes photos of people's property, bin stalker. So that had been there. And Teesside, out to racially motivate your kids by blacking them up and sending them to school with chocolate cakes made all over the face. Well done. Well done, Teesside.
I still think my World Book Day is much more productive, Mala.
Well. Coming soon, the all-new Offshore Breitling. It's exclusive. It's powerful. It's offshore. With the added features that come new only to Brittling. With the new stunning features of Beak Finder.
Right, hey lads, right, listen, there's a dealer in Barracuda. Telling me now he's there. I'm going to order glass.
Party Beak Finder.
Right, hey, don't lie to me. I know for a fact you've got $5 in your purse. My watch is telling me. Get it out. And you slice.
And the Back to Work-ometer.
Offshore now, aren't I? You know what I mean? It's telling me I'm offshore. Like soon. And that. Am I getting paid yet?
Well, is that 3 on 3 off? That watch is telling you, kid. You're on, kid. You're on.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, 3 on 3 off. Thought it just told the time, but it doesn't. It tells you shifts, man. Not a class.
So next time you get yourself involved in buying watches, remember the Brittling. Nothing goes better in a Thornaby social club than a £50,000 watch. Including the all-new feature, the Buckometer.
Yeah, I love looking at it when I'm bending our lass over. Class. No, telling me to go faster. Turn around, short your face! Ah! Class this watch.
Hey, Mala, I don't suppose you've got a Mala's Mostments for us this week, have you?
Actually, funnily enough, I have got a little bit of Mala's Mostments for you, but it's not really a Mostment, it's just a bit of a Mala's rant, but we're used to doing that, aren't we?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It is the same thing.
Mala
All right, Ted. Right, you know, right, that I'm proud of being from Teesside. It's one of my main things, isn't it? Like, that I go on about because I've got nothing else in my life. Like everybody else, I'm like, here, I'm from Teesside and I'm proud. Like, we're all from Teesside, but I'm just proud of it because I've got nothing else to be proud of.
When we go somewhere new, the first thing we say is, where are you from? I'm from Teesside, me, like.
That's exactly it.
You do.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you, right? Recently, there's been some members of Teesside that very much like the geopolitical states going on at the minute, you know, like Brexit. They're trying to get themselves away again, aren't they? And let me tell you all about it. Because I was recently round Broadbacks, you know what I mean, riding the Silver Surfer, as we call her, right? Do you know, it's only because she has silver hair on her back.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? But I like
growing up.
Well, right, and we were out there and we were watching this programme and it was called Four in a Bed. Now, don't get excited because that's what I thought.
My eyes
right?
pricked up there,
It's about people having a bit of dinner and they stop over other people's houses and they charge you money. Do you know, like when we were going to do Tramp Life?
Oh, yeah.
We were going to put
but we were going to do it with that song when we tramp life, tramp life, tramp life, tramp life, tramp life,
exactly.
tramp life.
Right. And one of the contestants, right, and some of you people have seen this as well, was only from a little village in North Yorkshire called Yam.
Oh.
Right. And at no fucking point did anyone on that programme saying, Yam's part of Stockton-on-Tees or it's part of Teesside. Didn't say anything. A quaint village of Yam, North Yorkshire, was all they ever talked about it. And even the two fucking dipshits that were doing it, all they talked about was being from Yam. We are Teesside, we are proud. You should have been getting that in. You need to remember that it's like 2 minutes down the river, you've got Fauna Bronx.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're just giving it, oh no, we're from Yam. That was a big point there. You should have been here. We're part of Stockton. We've got the Globe, we've got this and we've got that.
They don't have a Sports Direct.
No, exactly, exactly. Don't you dare be coming in from Yam trying to use our Sports Direct. You're bad. You're bad from it. And if you even want to try and use our new massive Poundland, which is class.
Oh, yeah.
Which is class.
Yeah.
Here, Ted, put it this way. All I'm going to say to you listeners is Christmas shopping all in one shop. It's mint.
For a tenner.
Well, and they have Pep and Co upstairs, which is like, do you know, if I could design clothes out of dishcloths?
Yeah.
There we go.
Is that what it is?
Well, class.
Oh.
But that's me rant anyway, right? People of Teesside, we are all Teesside, we are proud. When you get a chance to tell people how fucking class we are when you're on national telly, don't pretend you're from somewhere else, all right? Yam.
Yeah, no, you're right. Definitely right there. I'm just thinking back to my TV appearance when I said I was from Darlington.
You did. You did
That was Malice, Mostments. Malice, Mostments. Oh, you're right though. These people who are just like embarrassed to associate themselves with the Teesside roots. You know what I mean? You want to have a look at your hairdos. You got roots galore going on there, love.
The way I see it, right, Ted, is like, I know we're not a political podcast in that because we're not.
No.
Right, but everywhere, right, has bad things and bad times happen and everything else, right? And everywhere has drug addicts and everywhere has poverty, right? The people of Teesside, we put up with a lot because, we don't have a lot of money because, like, we used to be the powerhouse of the world producing steel and loads of coal and everything, and all them industries stopped. But we still got good places, but we're not a shithole.
No.
You go down to London, I'm telling you now, a lot of people might not know this, but I lived down in London for a while, didn't I, Ted?
You did,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was on the bins.
Yeah, I was prison, wasn't it?
Well, you don't be telling, but anyway, right, I lived down there for a while, and there's places, have you ever been to some places in South London are absolute fucking shitholes, right?
Brixton.
Well, just to say one, yeah? Well, but there's nice parts and there's bad parts, so why does everybody want to just say that we're all top shitholes? And I tell you what, right, they're all come from me and then they move away and they pretend they're not from me, fuck off, you're not allowed back and you want to bat, right? And I tell you what, when Borough are up winning the European Super League, which happened one day, right? When it happens one day, you're not welcome. And you're not allowed to jump onto the bandwagon either. And that's why I still like Journey South and James Arthur. They still always say, I'm about Teesside, I'm from the Borough, do you know what I mean? I like that. And we're that good. We even have some celebrities move up and live with us, don't they? Like your man, like Alfie Solomon from Peaky Blinders.
Oh,
he lives up in
I've seen him in that pound. I'm going, I thought everything was a fucking pound, mate. You fucking lying to me, you fucking cunt.
Fucking pound, innit, mate?
Fucking pound. You said it's a fucking pound. You're charging fucking £3 there for fucking dishcloth fucking t-shirt.
What we got here, Tommy? So your voice is better.
Alfie Sullivan. And that was the guy working behind the counter there.
Well, aye.
Next, please.
But this is what I mean, and it annoys me to the end of the world. You know that people are just picking on us, aren't they, Ted?
They are. Why don't you all just fuck off?
Just fuck off and don't come back, right? But I tell you what, right? If anything bad happens in the world, we'll be all right on Teesside. And if anything messes up your cities, you can fuck off coming here, because you're not allowed. You know where you can all go? Fucking Yarm.
Yeah. That was an extended malice Mostment there, wasn't it? We thought we'd ended it. I might have tempted to play the jingle one more time, you know.
It just got me riled up, you know.
Yeah.
Right, one day, Maris, right, we're going to run this mare of Teesside, aren't we, as a team?
Joint, yeah. You know,
Joint.
like in the old wrestling days where you'd have like a bit like a tag team, or you'll be the fighter and I'll be the manager, like you're Undertaker and I'm Paul Bearer.
Just because, right, you used to have the same haircut as Jimmy Hart.
I did, yeah, and I wasn't very good at the wrestlings. But you always used to turn up in your little trunks.
Well, that's because I look, everyone might know this, but I've got a remarkable resemblance to William Regal.
Body, big white body like William Regal. He people used to call him Rowdy Roddy Parker.
Yeah, that was because I used to park loads of rowdy
yeah,
girls.
the kilt as well. Yeah.
Can I make a little shout out to Teesside?
Again, yeah, you might as well.
No, not like a rant.
All right, yeah.
This is genuine.
All right.
Is
this a heartfelt one? Do I need to put some heartfelt music over
No,
it?
this is just a general mallet. Fat girls at Teesside, right? I love you, right? And I swear to God, if you ever want a piece, get in touch, because Mala's always here for the big girls. I love yous. But you've got to be proud to be big, though. I don't want none that's pretending.
Yeah, I remember you said before, didn't you, like, if they don't love themselves, then Mala doesn't love them.
Well, aye, exactly.
Yeah. But you still had to wank over them.
Well, only when they were asleep.
Yeah, oh, we're really pushing the barrel out this week with quality content. Good. Good. Another good episode there. Short and sweet, just like I like it, like my penis. That's what the lasses say. It's short, it tastes sweet. Only when I dip it in the sugar bowl, mind. You know what you doing, Mala?
Well, yeah, right. I'm going to get myself down Yarm to find that B&B, aren't I? But I have booked us to have a bit of tomahawk steak, because it's class, isn't it? And I've never had it before. And I know I'm a vegetarian, but I can still watch you eat it, Ted.
I've seen them get them all from the Whoopsies in Asda's. No problem, yeah. But listen, leave a big shit in that guest house.
Well, I will do. Hey, Ted, meet us down Yarm later on and bring some large ladies with you.
I'll bring some Thornaby ladies of love, because I've got many. That's like Mala off the Yarm there. And I'm going to take a couple of lasses over and we might scuttle them down the river. Right, that concludes another episode of TED Talks, the TED Hanky Podcast. Thank you very much for getting this far in the episode and listening to it with your big, massive lugs and that, you know what I mean. It is much appreciated. Please do share the podcast far and wide. Share it on social media. Invite family, friends, strangers. You might be sat in like the doctor's surgery just waiting to, get your pals lanced or something like that, and you're listening to it. Tell someone next to you. Tell the grumpy receptionist. Tell the fucking doctor to listen to TED Talks, the TED Hanky Podcast. It's class. Simple as that, really, you know what I mean? So, good, yeah. We had another cracking night at the Hanky Panky Comedy Club last Friday at Beer and Beer. The next night is on Friday, March the 25th. Tickets are selling fast. It's going to be headlined by a comedian called Tony Burgess. He's in a sitcom with Johnny Vegas called Ideal, where he plays DJ Troy. He's a crackerjack, but it's going to be brilliant. Nice Manchester comedian, very funny. Please get your tickets. They're £10 and you can just go to my Facebook page, jokepit.com or tedhanky.com to get them. Big thank you to my sponsors, UK Comedy and jokepit.com. I couldn't do this without their support and shares and that, you know what I mean? And do check out my t-shirt. If you go to tedhanky.com, there's a tab that says t-shirts and stuff. Loads of class t-shirts on there. If you're listening to this on the Saturday morning of the 5th of March, it's free delivery for today and the Sunday, so do order them ASAP. You've got class ones on there saying like Book as Fuck, Straight Out of Teesside, Up the Butter Believe t-shirts. There's a couple with my handsome face on. I might put them up by an extra 20 quid actually when I think about it. But yeah, do check them out. Go to tedhanky.com. Soon I'll have my own website, tedhankyt-shirts.com, but it's taken ages to set up, so there you go. There ain't nothing more to tell you really. Just have a really good week. I hope you keep it moist. Keep in touch. Let me know if you enjoy the show. Let me know any features you'd like to see. Just message me page and that. And as per usual, up the butter and believe.